Wait till you see these. I mean, you will just go bananas for them, but let me tell you this, if you want them, pre-order them. We are limited with those. As we are with what I have now. It's called the Gayfeather collection. If you've never seen them before, neither have most people. I mean, that's what Michael brings us, is a really very specially procured and curated collection so that your yard is not gonna look like the neighbors and the neighbors who all have the same little bushes,
this is
right?
such
The petunias and the petunias, and then there's, oh look, there's petunias. You're gonna have a Gayfeather collection. 30 pieces of this for $22.95. And you want to talk about an impact piece, a personality piece. I mean, Michael, this is amazing.
Is structural, this is modern, but at the same time, this is traditional and cottage garden style. It's actually a Native American plant. This grows on the prairies, and it is incredibly easy to grow. It's drought resistant, it grows in a range of different soils, and the appearance is incredible. You'll love it, but the bees, the butterflies, and the hummingbirds will love it too. You've got two colors in the collection as well. You've got the mauve that you can see here, and you've got the crystal white. So it's very unusual to see these two colors in a collection. So this is Gayfeather. The Latin name is Liatris, and we're offering you 30 bulbs of this plant. And again, they are dormant bulbs, so they're ready to be planted into your yard in the right area that you live in the country. Amazing value, better than the stores, and of course with different colors as well. I have to say, this is one of my favorite sets this season, because it's just one of those plants that looks incredibly different to anything else you've got in your yard. It really is modern, architectural, and it's growing upwards as well. Let me just pull one of these out to show you. It's a very upright plant, so it's going to go out of the bulb to about 2 to 3 feet, and it's going to shoot upwards, just like a skyscraper. So that's great, because it's giving you that different structure for the border. Imagine having a little clump of these in the center of your border, maybe in some tall patio pots as well. And because it doesn't take up much space width-wise, you can plant them into different spots in the garden. So if you've got gaps between your shrubs or your perennials, you can put a batch of the Gayfeather in that area and fill a gap, because we've all got gaps in our borders that we need to fill. It's going to grow in sun or partial shade, and it's going to bloom through the summer as well, so mid to late summer, and you're going to plant those 8 inches apart. So you've got a lot in this collection in order to plant into one area, different areas, maybe a hedgerow of this lovely crystal white and deep mauve. Really gorgeous plant.
Gorgeous. Have you ever seen anything like it? And that's the exciting part, is that we really bring you things from Meadow Valley that you just don't see anywhere else, that you just can't get anywhere else. And today, 30 pieces of these. So basically, Michael, 30 stalks of these?
You're getting 30 bulbs. So let me show you what you will receive in your package in the mail. So you'll receive a box from Meadow Valley with these bulbs, which have been grown specially in Holland for you. So this is 15 of the white and 15 of the mauve. And so what you will receive are these bulbs.
Now, when I get it, no matter what the weather is outside, should I plant it immediately, or do I wait?
So these are very hardy plants. So wherever you live, we're going to send them at different times for different states to give you a head start. But basically, you can plant these into containers at any time that you receive them. Very easy to grow in containers as well.
So I can get it started even if it's chilly out.
Yeah, absolutely. So wherever you live in the States, you can start off with these. They're a very hardy plant as well. So you're going to plant these up literally a couple of inches below the soil, and you can plant them into containers or into the border. Remember, these are really easy plants to plant amongst other plants as well. You can basically have a few of them just popping up throughout the border, helping your other plants to look even better. So I'm planting these into containers just 2 to 3 inches deep. It literally takes a few seconds to plant these. You're going to make sure they've got the shoot facing upwards, and you'll usually see that that's there in the center of the bulb. But again, if you plant that upright, the plant can sort it out for itself, and it will turn the shoot upwards. It just may take a little bit longer in order to shoot. But
now, will I have a way of knowing which ones are purple, which ones are white? Are they
will be separately labeled, so you'll be able to place those in different areas of the garden. So you may want to do something very modern and architectural with the whites, but keep the mauve more traditional, and maybe plant a prairie garden with some cone flowers or some more traditional prairie plants. Incredibly versatile, exciting mixture of plants that I'm very pleased to bring you guys here today.
And they're so tall. I mean, this really is just that impact piece for your garden. It is going to be so breathtakingly beautiful. It's going to last throughout the entire summer. 30 pieces at $22.95. I mean, stop and think about what you're getting here today. But if you want a couple of these, I would absolutely recommend you do it right now. Extremely limited now with these. In fact, with people ordering them, I have about 250 of these before they completely sell out. So if you want a couple of them, because frankly, what you're getting here is going to make such a beautiful statement. You may want 2 sets of these. Can you imagine 5 dozen of these if you bought 2 of them?
I want to show you really close up why they last so long in the garden as well. So if you can see on this stem, those flowers are more than a foot along the stem. So right from the very base, you've got those very small buds, and basically they chase their way up the bloom over many, many months in the summer. So you can see how you've got this gorgeous, it's almost like a botanical lightsaber, isn't it?
That you get so much impact because so much of it blooms.
And the vibrancy, I've never seen a flower so vibrant. And that is why it's loved by bees and butterflies, because they seek it out as a rich source of nectar. Hummingbirds will love these plants as well. Easy to grow, brilliant for beginners, and even if you have a black thumb, full instructions are included in the pack. Step-by-step instructions.
I have 2 black thumbs. Michael's going to make it easy for those of us, whether you have 1 black thumb or 2 or 2 green thumbs, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is get it home. You'll plant it. You can either start it in a pot if you want to, but look at what's going to happen. Look at, just imagine that burst of color for your garden, for your home. And it's going to be such fun to really watch it just growing, and especially something this big. And
absolutely.
Again, what is it, like 3 feet? It's for sure.
Yeah, so 2 to 3 feet. In the border. So remember, for containers or for, you know, the side of a pathway.
Right.
But this is great for beginners and kids because it's one of those foolproof plants.
Yeah.
You may have seen some plants that you fancy growing, but they may be a little bit too tricky. But this is one that's pretty much guaranteed. And of course, we have guarantees on all the plants here at Meadow Valley anyway.
Because what if I get it home and it doesn't quite work out?
Yeah, so this is a perennial. So you've got up to a year's guarantee on these plants. So if they don't shoot for any reason, or they fail, or they're not up to your satisfaction, you can get a comparable substitute or your money back. So
how fabulous is that? I mean, who even does that? Gives you beautiful plants that really are so unique. I mean, these are works of art for your garden. Living works of art that's going to add this artistic look to your landscaping. I mean, it's going to look like a professional like him, who happens to be a professional gardener. It's going to look like a professional came out and did your landscaping, and all you have to do is go, I think it's item 602321, and we're going to drop it right at your front door, and you will be ready to go. Over half of our